Yo, got a lot of stress on my chest, a lot of things on my mind. I'm talking about lonely nights in the cell, looking out the window, wondering, God, gotta get me out this. 50 years? Nah, I can't do that. Hell no. 168 months, couple of days, that's what I spent in that kennel, locked in that cage, hands back to ballin', put it in their face. A lot of played on my downfall, but now when they see me, they like, man, I miss you, dog. But I know when I was in that cell, feeling hell.
Welcome to the Last Walk Podcast. I'm your host, AD Green. Man, we got a special guest in the building, my main man, JD. I'm talking about, man, A-Leaf in the building, man. That's swat. Yeah, man, but we got a exciting show for y'all. So we just gonna go ahead and just hop in the photo, man. You know what I'm talking about, when we were 40, you know what I'm saying? And tip a little bit, man. So, yeah, go ahead and tell the folks a little bit about you, man, and what you got going on.
I'm JD from Woodfell. Used to run with the Black Disciples in A-Leaf. We took over a whole side of town. I really wasn't part of it, back then. It was real, but now I run an organization called Heaven Minded. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, everybody, when they died, first place everybody talking about everybody that went was heaven. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta die to live in heaven. You know what I'm saying? You can have heaven on earth.
Nah, for real, man. Heaven on earth, man.
Yeah.
Talking about what you put in, you can control your own destiny, man.
Yeah, you can.
By what the choices you make, manifestation, man.
Yes, sir.
That's powerful right there. So, I want to know, how long, you've been doing it with your new organization? What is it called?
Heaven Minded.
Heaven Minded. How long you been, doing your organization?
I just started about a year ago. When after the pandemic, I had got sick, and first I got shot in the head, and I was, still living kind of wild. You know what I'm saying? But when I got COVID, that's when God slowed me down, and I was like, God, God gave me a third chance. So I started falling into my purpose. I started doing Facebook videos. I got 100 and some Facebook videos where I'm just reading through the Bible, giving different sermons, just teaching folks how to know God. It ain't about just going to church and, and being in a building, but actually building that personal relationship with God, because there's so many people feel like, oh, the churches, all they want is money.
Facts.
God don't need your money. God runs the whole world.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He just wants you to come in. But we be so caught up in looking at these pastors and what they got going on, you know what I'm saying? So
Facts right there, man. I can attest to that. Man, you got a testimony, brother, and man, my followers and my viewers that watch this here, they love to hear. We gonna get into it in a little bit. But first, bro, I wanna ask you, because you like a brother from the struggle, and you know what we've been through, and everything that come with that, man.
Yeah.
So I want to take them, back to what this really podcast really about, man, the last walk. Because I took my last walk when I got out, man. I had a 50-year sentence, if you don't remember, you know what I'm saying? So what I want to know is, man, when you was incarcerated, bro, what was it like when you was in there? If you can reflect back, the support you had, or people that fell off, or what was it like when you was incarcerated?
When I was in there, I tell people, don't go there. But when I was in there, I was young. I just thank God for not still allowing me. I never did nothing where I would face a bunch of time. Because if I would have went to the penitentiary, I think I would have got killed in there. Because I was so wild. You know what I'm saying? When I was in there, it was more like fun and game. Because I controlled the environment. Even though I was incarcerated, I had the mindset to control the environment I was in. But nowadays, everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was all fun. Like I said, it was fun and games until I came home. I really didn't have a support system. My T lady, she was on some stuff where if you go to jail, you by yourself. So I just had to, depend on my brothers that was down there.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I can understand why people, join gangs or whatever.
Right, man. That support really means something.
It do.
I can remember, man, waking up and for me, Kyle, man, I was just fortunate and blessed. And I get a letter from, my G lady, T lady. you know, girlfriend. Man, do you know what that feel like, man? Because it's like, it's so much stress, and you're dealing with the officers, you're dealing with the dudes and everything that go on and also.
And then the stress, you know, like you said, dealing with the officers. You know, you got officers, they want to play hard in front of other female. You know how it is.
Yeah.
They want to play hard in front of the female officer, and you like, come on, you know, if we was in the streets,
you wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't be
so
doing
stop that. Yeah.
Chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to put on. She really know you weak. You know what I'm saying? And see, when I was down there in Beaumont, you know, they love Houston.
Okay.
Every unit you go to, everywhere you go to, you know, they love Houston.
Yeah.
But them guards down there, they be hating on us. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you know, man, the city, man. I mean, like I can remember those days too, man. You from where? Oh, you city? Oh, you H-Town? There's something about that H, man. But you know, man, it's all Texas. It's all love and stuff, man. But man, hey, man, welcome home, brother. You've been here for a couple of years doing your thing, and the proof is in the pudding. You know, I'm hearing these great things about you. So, like overall, bro, I want to know, like, what did you learn from the experience, man, of just having to be in that environment, you know?
I knew one thing I learned from being down there, that ain't nowhere I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I can't be around a bunch of dudes all day. You know what I'm saying? How they handle you down there, ain't nowhere where you want to be. And then, you know, nowadays in society with these kids, I tell kids all the time, y'all run around here with these guns. When you go down there, you're going to have to fight.
Come on,
it's a whole nother ball game.
These your guns right here.
And if you ain't got nothing back, you out of there.
That's what I tell these young brothers, man. Look, it sound good to what they talking about on them rap songs and doing this and doing that. But man, when them lights come off, it's just you in that cell by yourself. It's real. Especially when them doors roll. So this is the Last Walk podcast. This is where it all started, man. This is the infamous, I'm talking about historical street, man, of them Swisher Highs tapes, of everything, man. We put this here on the map. Lucky Street, man, 80 Green, man. Look, this is where it all started. So we gonna take you, man, we gonna unwind and unfold and show you what happened, you know what I'm saying, on them events of March the 13th, where it led to my incarceration. So this here area right here is where all the hustlers and all the, you know what I'm saying, everybody in the hood or whatever, we coming over here. It's called Coast to Corners. Changed the name of it, it's called Big Reds now, you know. So but I remember this night when we was doing, when I caught, before I caught my case, I knew something was going on, and I caught my T-lady here, and I say, hey, T-lady, I got to talk to you about something. So this where it was right here. This area right here. I can remember it like it was yesterday. We pulled up right here. Alright. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Now y'all straight. So this where it was, this where it started. It was Coast Corner back then, now it's changed, but that night, that's when I told the T-lady or whatever, I say, hey, I got time, I need to talk to you. But me and J-Boy, we had something that went on, and it ain't looking right. I'm just letting you know and giving you the heads up. So I was calling Big Reds lines now, so that's where it was, man. Last Walk podcast. Make sure y'all tune in, man, where it's live, it's real, it's direct. My man 80 Green.
And then you got into it with somebody, and if you wild, you know how it go. If you wild, and you got a old school convict, you know convict, you know, you been down there, you got a whole operation.
Get you out of the way.
But you come down there, you wild, and you done got the whole, you know what I'm saying, door roll, or you know what I'm saying, you done got it rolled. He done lost everything, and he down here. He ain't going
old schools ain't gonna play.
Oh, nah, they not gonna something.
Old heads, man. I can remember, that's crazy you say that. My first day stepping in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
I remember like it was yesterday. I think I was on East Ham unit. I went from Telford and got shipped to East Ham.
Yeah.
That's my ID unit. And we in the, the room where you classification room.
Yeah.
Where you
get it.
Say you're gonna put you. So I'm in there and I'm like, man, here it is. It's real, man. So old school looking at me like, say youngster, where you from, and you know everything, and you know what you got going on and all that, and how much time, and you know, and now you ain't really supposed to let everybody know your time. But I like look, school. I mean, I really like don't want to talk right now. So, but the schools be looking out, because they know that, you know, they been in now.
Yeah.
So the old school was more like, I'm gonna tell you like this, youngster, you gonna be all right.
Yeah.
I done 30 years or 25. So he like, it ain't what it used to see. The penitentiary and change.
Yeah.
You know, because I hear it early in the 2000s.
Oh, okay.
So he like, but if you need me, youngster, don't hesitate. I'm coming with you. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's up, man. I got an old school gonna ride with me.
Yeah.
So I feel a little better, you know what I'm saying?
Confident.
But you know, when you just coming in, there's so many thoughts, you done heard the stories, you don't know what they spit, man. So yeah, most definitely, man. So brother, since you been out, man, I mean, like like I said, man, I've been hearing all the great things about you. I want you to enlighten, you know, your thoughts, like give us the way you see the world right now, as far as like with the youth, amongst like the youth, with the gang violence, with everything, you know, man, it's kind of bad out here, man. So what's your take on that?
The thing is with the youth, it's gonna take true sacrifice amongst the old heads. We don't want to sacrifice nothing. You know what I'm saying? How much are we willing to sacrifice? Because like I got my son, you know what I'm saying? I pour nothing but not just positive, but I redirect him. Just like us as adults, we need redirection sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't just save them all, just get you a small group that will listen and let them know, hey, you know what I'm saying? If y'all need me, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And let me listen to you, what you going through. And see, a lot of times, a lot of people don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? They listen to this music. Oh, I'm trying to live my best life. You know, and parenting is more than it take a whole lot to do parenting.
That's right.
It ain't just, oh, my son got the latest Jordans. You know what I'm saying? I heard a lady, I forgot, I think her name Sharada or something like. She wear the Shazada. She wear like the head thing.
Oh, you talking about like the scarf thing?
Yeah, she had that. And she has a lot of she has a lot of, you know what I'm saying, videos where she talk about there's a difference between raising a child and maintaining a child. You know what I'm saying?
Come on in here with that, man.
Come sit down.
It's your boy Prince Deezy. You know, I'm here with my man AD Green, Switch House legend. We're on the Last Walk podcast. Hey, everybody like, subscribe, show some love. You get nothing but real concrete wisdom, knowledge, and understanding on this show. Ain't nothing watered down, it's straight drop. Hey, he got all the game in the world to give y'all. Just gotta tune in and listen.
For real, man. AD Green, Prince, Last Walk podcast. Go and subscribe to it. Subscribe.
So what happened here?
So this was all, I want kids, my name is JD, you know, I want kids to understand all that gun violence and that rapping and trying to shoot each other and killing each other. I just want y'all to understand that this is real life. This was almost me. You know, 2004 when I got shot in the head. This how I would have been, but by the grace of God, I'm here to tell my story, tell kids to, I want to help kids understand that what these rappers rap about killing and shooting each other, that's not real life. You know what I'm saying? There's more to life. God has purpose in your life. There's more to life than just guns and money and killing each other. God created you for purpose. This would have been me, but God showed His grace and His mercy on my life, and I'm here to tell my story.
So what happened?
Well, from what I was told, a friend, somebody told me that a friend of mine got into it with somebody, and I just jumped out the car and started shooting, and the dude was hiding. From what I was told, I don't know for a fact. From what I was told.
Say it again.
I remember going to the club, leaving the club, not being able to get into the club, and I was sipping, drinking, I was hustling. And I thought, since I couldn't get in the club, I said, well, this is where everybody gonna meet up. So I remember coming here, ordering me something to eat, a double cheeseburger with no onions, and sitting and waiting for everybody to get out the club, sitting in my car. Then next day, that's why I want kids to understand that life is at a blink of an eye. Because I don't even remember that was the last thing I remember. Next thing I remember waking up in the hospital. They tell me I was in a whole shootout and everything. But I'm still here. But this could have been me. And this could be you. You know what I'm saying? But God has purpose for your life. God has more for your life than what you're seeing on TV. That's not real. You know, you have a purpose. God created all of us for a purpose. And our purpose is to bring Him glory and live for Him. Don't be deceived and don't be tricked. You don't have to always have the glamorous things in life. You can live a normal life. You don't want to be here. Because guess what? All them homeboys that think that they say ain't gonna be down, that they gonna come up missing. You know, and when you leave here, from land on this ground, the homeboys that say they was down, they're not gonna be there. When you leave here, your soul gotta go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna go stand in front of God, and He gonna ask you, did you know my son? Your friends not gonna be there. Your mama not gonna be there. Only person you can depend on is you. Your own personal relationship with God. And that's what I want you. I want you kids to understand that this is real life. This ain't no game. This ain't no Call of Duty. What y'all seeing playing on Grand Theft Auto. This is not a video game. This is real life. I'm telling you from my own personal testimony. You know, and I understand, you know, a lot of you kids probably, oh man, you old, you don't know what's going on. But you gotta remember, I was once young. I was that kid that was looking for acceptance. I was that kid trying to fit in. I was that kid trying to be down, be cool, want to be part of the game, want to be part of this, and want to prove myself.
How old were you?
I was 21 when I was shot in the head and almost lost my life. But at the age of 12, I remember going to church and asking God to give me a second chance before He took me out of this world, and that's what He did. So now my mission is to tell kids that God is real and He loves us all and He will give you a second chance. He don't want you out there living buck wild. He don't want you out there trying to shoot up your brother or shoot up your sister or disrespecting women, disrespecting your mother, living a wild life. I understand. You know, I started this off at an early age. So if you're feeling abandoned and left alone, I understand. I've been there. I'm telling you, I've been there. Whatever you're going through, I've been there. I was looking for acceptance. I was trying to do whatever. I was willing to do whatever it took to make it seem like I was down, make it seem like I was loyal. But when the loyalty ends, them same friends, they not gonna return that love and loyalty. When y'all on the videos, rap videos showing all the guns and all that, it's real. When the police come and you go stand in front of that judge, them same homeboys, they not gonna take no case. The people gonna lock you up for a long time. They gonna put you up, they gonna try their best to put you away for a long time. 50, 60 years. I got 3 partners that's facing over 180 years out of 3 individuals. This is real life. This ain't no joke. Like I said, you can be behind the bars or you can be laying here. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, by the grace of God, I changed my life. You know what I'm saying? I got my son, I got my daughter. I got something to live for now. You know, if you don't feel like you don't have nothing to live for yourself. You was created for more than just rapping and shooting, trying to shoot up the block and shoot each other and trying to kill another brother. That ain't life. Get out here and try to get you a decent career where you can travel, live life. You know, they put on a facade of what they think. All them videos y'all be seeing, them cars be rented. That stuff don't be real. That stuff don't belong to them people. People be doing videos and all that. That's fake. What I'm telling y'all is real life because I lived it. You know what I'm saying? I lived it. I walked it. I talked it. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm from Woodford, Black Disciples. Anybody that you talk to from down south that knows about Black Disciples, that was part of the organization,
all you gotta do is ask about JD. They'll tell you I'm not using that name as no bragging point. I'm trying to tell you a little bit of who I was, not who I am. That's who I used to be. Now I'm a man of God who's out here to try to spread God's gospel and spread God's word amongst the young people. Let y'all know it's more to life than what y'all see on these rap videos, man. That ain't real.
Come on in here, little man. Yeah, come on and sit down.
Yeah, like I was saying about, you know, saying our sister Shazada Ali, you know, I listened to her one time and she was saying that it's not about just raising a child, but maintaining a child, but about raising a child, you know what I'm saying? Because we think, okay, I'm gonna just get my kids some Jordans or the latest fashion and keep up with society. That's maintaining a child. Raising a child is, you know what I'm saying, hey, you doing this wrong, hey, okay, you got off focus. Hey, let's talk like my son. You know what I'm saying? I sit down and I talk to him. Hey, you know, you shouldn't have done that. We don't carry ourselves like that. You don't listen to that. I don't even let my son listen to the music. He listens to only these brothers called Kingdom Music. God is a gospel group. You know what I'm saying? We got some live music that I let him listen to. And he jamming all day, all night. You know what I'm saying?
With a message.
Yeah. They read. If you listen to their music, they spit number of scripture. You know what I'm saying? So it's the Bible. They just use that tool to be able to pour it into society and pour it into the kids. And you know what I'm saying, they were able to reach them.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man, coming from, you know, being a parent myself. You know, man, that fatherhood, man, just that bond with you and your son, you and your daughter. And then, like you say, it's all about the life lessons. Like, we teach them, we reach them, teach them, but we want to teach them a lesson in what they're doing. So everything you saying, it lines up, man. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
And then I'm gonna show you how. This is what God showed me, like how you be patient with Him. That's how I am. How you love your son. That's what the Bible talks about. How God loves us. You know what I'm saying? How you pour into your child. That's what God wants to pour into us. You know what I'm saying?
I'm reminded of the prodigal son.
Yeah.
You know the story?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, over there in Luke.
That's a beautiful story.
Oh yeah, it is.
Man, brother, man, like I said, you a miracle, man. You a blessing to be here. And I want you like to tell a little bit of your story, man. Like what happened to you, man?
Well, what happened was, my homeboy, like I said, I was, in the game. Well, I don't call it a game. You know what I'm saying? An organization. And I was just that wild. You know what I'm saying? Like I was the one that, not trying to boast, but I was the one a lot of individuals would call if something popped off, because I was the type that I'm not gonna ask no questions. We'll talk about it later after we resolve the issue.
Front line.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later on. So my homeboy had called me. They saying he didn't, but I said, you had to call me, because how would I know what to do if you didn't call me for assistance? He called me for assistance, you know what I'm saying? So when he called me, they say, I put my hood on, I jumped out the car and just started walking across the parking lot, shooting at the dude that he was getting into it with. You know what I'm saying? And the dude raised up and shot me and hit me in the head one time, and I fell. And then the other part of the story that my partner told me that was there, another one of my partners that was there, he was like, it was like you was being controlled by, it was like you was being controlled by something, because you was just rubbing your head like you bumped it on something and you was eating your blood, like you was just, trying to get up and try to move on, like ain't nothing happened. I say, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I just remember, last thing I remember is trying to get in the club, knowing I couldn't get in the club because I had a paper ID. And I said, okay, I know after the club, everybody gonna be at Chevron, we gonna meet at Chevron. And I'm gonna just kick it here all night, you know what I'm saying? And I remember watching the movie, that's when the DVDs was in cars. So I remember watching my favorite movie, The Rise and Fall of John Gotti. So I feel like I was in, you know what I'm saying? You know how sometimes you'll sleep, but you'll see the movie in your dreams?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I felt like had happened. I walked into the movie and tried to live it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm with you on that, man. Hey, man, we're going to get right back into that, man. We're going to come back after this break, man. You tuned in to the Last Walk Podcast, man. Your man, AD Green, man. Y'all stay tuned.
How y'all doing this evening, man? How y'all doing? I want y'all to give it up for God, man. If you blessed right now, give it up for God, man. I go by the name of AD Green, recording artist, original Swishahouse member.
It's Square Well Entertainment now. Everything that I don't do it for me. I do it for God. Amen? But right now, man, I want to give a special, I want to send my blessings to Sheldon Thurgood, man, my brother, man. Y'all say congratulations to my brother, man. Happy birthday, Sheldon. So, man, I said I wasn't going to cry, man, get on the stage. Look, me and that brother go way back to 2005. 4 and 5 when we was at TSU. And I can remember the brother, I always had something special about him. I always had a smile. I always know how to say the right words to get you going. I always dress fly. All that. You know what I'm saying? But what I do remember, the brother had a vision. The brother knew that God could use him. See, a lot of us ain't trying to preach to you, but even where you at right now, God can use you. Amen. I'm gonna share a quick testimony because I want to give y'all my backstory. It's very imperative. If I can get y'all attention, y'all hear this. Y'all looking at a walking miracle. I'm finna brag a little bit what God done in my life. So, you looking at somebody that was on top of this game. I'm talking about I done toured with artists like Slim Thug, Power Wall, Mike Jones. I done a lot of music, old albums, all that, but it don't mean nothing if you ain't got your mind right, right? God can show you that he'll humble you, but you will need him. So, with all that being said, I ended up getting into some street activities that led me into incarceration, where I had a 50 aggravated year sentence. Did y'all hear me? Yeah. Incarcerated, the judge told me, Adrian Green, you got 50 aggravated years and we'll see you in 25 years. That's not even saying you're going to make parole. That's what the judge told me. But amen, how many of y'all know that God is good? You hear me? I told him, no, that ain't what God said. God got something good with me. I'm going home. Okay, I'm just testifying because I need y'all to know that what God done in my life, because I know he done a lot of things in y'all life. Amen? So, through my journey, I never gave up. I never gave up faith. I never gave up hope. When in reality is I had a 50-year sentence on my back. And reality was that the judge and the prosecutors and everybody for TDC, they was trying to make me do all that time. That was reality, right? So, through my journey, I never gave up faith. I never gave up hope. So, in 2007, I got convicted in 06. In 2007, let me brag on what God did. Amen. God told me that, nah, this ain't your life. I got something for you. This not what I got for you, but I'm gonna take you through this experience so you can tell somebody about the goodness and the grace. Amen. So 2007, I got my case reversed, man. And y'all looking at a miracle right now. And you know what I'm saying? I want to tell y'all that, man, because a lot of y'all don't never leave up, don't never give up hope, don't never give up faith. I'm working on my 3 years. And everything I lost, guess what? God replaced that and some more. You hear me? So if he did it for me, he can do it for you. So I'm going to bless y'all with a song that I wrote in the cell. It's called Lonely Nights in the Cell. Rock with me, DJ Line.
Yo. Got a lot of stress on my chest.
Got a lot of stress on my chest.
Things on my mind.
A lot of y'all got a lot of stress on your chest.
Lonely nights in the cell.
And a lot of things on your mind.
Looking out the window.
Go. You gotta get me out of this. If you going through something, this for you. This my testimony right here. But check this out. 168 months, couple of days. That's what I spent in that kennel, locked in that cage. Dance back to ballin', put it in their face. A lot of fellas playing on my downfall. But now when they see me, they like, man, I miss you, dog. But I know when I was in that cell, been in hell, they was holding their lips on me till they swear. They posted free AD, but didn't show up with the bail. Straight showed up, 100K to get me out of jail. They ain't put no money, no pics in the mail. All that fake love, I ain't feeling that duck. Man, no one look, yo, was in the court when I got that time.
For that reason alone, it's 3 L's on mine. I was flirting with the prosecutor, the white girl was fine. The devil in the dress, who wait to take me out? She say, Mr. Green, the state is out for 35. I looked at them like, how you lost your mind? So I stood trial twice, listening to these mice. Ratting on the stand, they was snitching for them whites. I took a count, I had to roll the dice. Let the jury deliberate on my life. And I paid for it. 50 years was the price. Judge dropped the gavel. Man, it was over. But I stood there and took it like a soldier. Went from TDC with every great humanity. Yet still, I held my sanity. My girl fell low. She wasn't really for me. So much pain and agony was up inside of me. So I write these lyrics to get a stress relief. That was on the yard with real killers, real gorillas. No PC was for real. So I stood up. Mama hit the highway. She drove many miles. Just seeing her face, bro, it brought many smiles. Don't worry, I'll be back. It is years later, and your son is shook back. Gave 30 years to the state, and they ain't like that. Proof was in the pudding, check it, all backs. Wanna question my case? I don't move that. Ain't really be funny. Hey, check it out. Check it out, man. Listen. That's streaming on all major platforms right there. But I'm giving it away to y'all. That was when I was in my darkest days right there, man. Like I'm talking about, I didn't have no way out. But I knew if I kept my faith in God, I had a way out, right? So everybody in here in this crowd right now, if you're going through something in life, man, don't fret. It ain't over. See, you got a second half of your life, man. I call it halftime. Because you might be losing right now, but you got another half. And you got another half to win the game. Oh, gotta get me out this. 50 years? Nah, I can't do that. Hell no. 168 months, couple of days. That's what I spent in that kennel, locked in that cage.
And we are back, Last Walk Podcast. Let's dive in it, my man. Yeah, man.
So like, you know, as I remember watching the movie, John Gotti, and then just waking up in the hospital, I didn't even know what had happened. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell kids nowadays, like all this gangster stuff, it ain't gangster until you actually have to be gangster. You know what I'm saying? Because them same homeboys that's pushing you to, you know, live that gangster life, some of them ain't gonna be there. You know, my partners, they was there. You know, they rushed the hospital. They were by my side, but they was only there for, you know, for that time. You know, but, you know, see, people don't understand if you get shot, especially in the head, you know what I'm saying? It's like, because, you know, see, I don't mind shit, you know, it's like, you know what I'm saying, like right here, where I was shot, you know what I'm saying? And they had to do surgery, you know, where they had to cut my skull open, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, this real right here, man.
You know what I'm saying? They had to cut my skull open.
We ain't doing this here, you know, just for the fame or the glamour. We doing this here for you to know, y'all youngsters out there,
life is real, man.
It's real out here in these streets.
It ain't no joke.
And everybody not blessed like this, man, just talk about it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How many we got in the grave?
Yeah,
you know, so
I got so many partners. Like what's so crazy, my best friend, I got his name tattooed right here. You know what I'm saying? He was alive when I got it. You know what I'm saying? We went and got some tattoos together. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? I had put some graves right here. And it's so sad that I had to put his name in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I was talking to my partner about 6 months ago, and since I've been shot, I done had over 80 friends die. You know what I'm saying? From 2004 to now. You know what I'm saying? Man. Just say three friends a year. And just this recently, you know what I'm saying? I done had 4 or 5 friends that have died in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? I've been to 4 or 5 funerals. And that's not even in a whole year. You know what I'm saying? So it's real out here, and that's what I be telling these youngsters. And then you gotta think about it, you know, when you die, you gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't no just.
That's something I wanted to ask you too, like, if you can remember, bro, so I know they probably had you on like life support and everything.
Yeah.
But did you really see like the light? Like, did you see the light and none of that?
It was like I was
crossing over, none of that?
Nah. You know, I don't know if people be making that up or what. Yeah. Me, it was like I was asleep. I ain't even know what happened. I was asleep.
Okay,
You know
cool.
what I'm saying?
Cool, man. That's real, bro. So look, boss, I want to ask you this here, man. Like, did you prepare, like, how can you better prepare the youth, like, to take them, like, on the right path? Like, if you can tell a younger brother, like, right now, what was some of the advice you had to give them, bro?
What I try to tell you, you know, life is serious, and try to, you know, get on the right path. If you need help, you know what I'm saying, I'm always, my number is always open. You know what I'm saying? I tell them, hey, need somebody to talk to. I might not got a bunch of finances, but I can guide you in the right direction. But it's up to them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I still go through my hood. You know what I'm saying? I still pass through the hood and deal with some of my the younger
Little bros
generation.
coming up, yeah.
Because they know my testimony.
They
They
need
know
you.
I'm front. They
Look
look like,
up to you,
yeah, because I was front line. Like, my testimony speaks for itself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So when I pull up in the hood, it's like, oh, that's big bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I still got brothers still out there doing their thing. I don't agree with it,
Right.
but I tell people, I can't tell you to stop doing what you're doing because I can't give you an opportunity to provide for your family.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I can't say, hey, stop selling dope or you're going to go to jail without saying, okay, hey, stop selling dope. I got this career. I can start you over here at my business and let you work here where you can feed and provide for your family. Bless you.
Bless you.
And that's why that's why I be telling, like, these dudes that rappers and that got little homies that they know, you know what I'm saying, got something in this music game.
Right.
But you want to keep your foot on their neck, and you rather than hustle. You know what I'm saying? Because there's individuals that I know like that. You know what I'm saying? They know you got something, and they know they'll be out the way because you raw talent.
Right.
So they don't want to push you to that level. You know what I'm saying? And see, you don't need to hang around individuals like that. If a person can't push you without being worried about the spotlight,
Rope and ability.
Yeah,
You ain't
that's
getting
it.
better.
Yeah.
And you really wasting my time,
That's
man.
it.
That's how I see it too,
Yeah.
man. Hey, man, before we wrap up out of here, man, shout out to the little man. Glad you came, man. Love that, man. Hey, man, you can remember one of the craziest things that happened when you was in there, man, behind the walls, man.
man, the crazy, man, what you said, that the craziest thing happened to me, man, was me talking noise to a guard and he almost breaking my nose. Woo! Because I was crazy. I told you I was throwed off down there. So
G5, you
yeah.
said?
Nah, I was in
Okay.
state jail.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? But I was talking noise and I'm talking trash and I'm in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? He spun me, he did some type of spin, hit me in my nose with that forearm.
Oh, man,
I
you saw
couldn't do-
stars.
I couldn't do nothing but fall and hit the ground.
Saw stars, man.
And if you ain't got no family out here, them
cover
folks
it
will
up.
handle you. Them folks will
They
handle
covered
you
up.
down there.
Yeah. Especially in the Harris County, man.
Yeah,
I've been through that too.
they'll handle you down there.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, it was a great opportunity, man, just to sit down with you, man. You were OG in the game,
Yeah.
man. You've been through a whole lot. And then you're doing so well with the community, your organization.
Yeah.
You got your little son with you, man. It's a beautiful thing. I want to let the folks know where they can find you at, man. If there's anywhere we can find you.
I'm on Facebook as Jarcell JD Lawson. You know what I'm saying? I do, like, from time to time, I do like Facebook Lives.
Okay.
Or they could go on YouTube. It's called Heaven Minded. What I have on my shirt.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? That's what I'm representing.
Okay, Heavy Minded, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Heavy Minded organization, man. Brother, you keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
Let them get a good close-up view of that, man. Heavy Minded.
Yeah.
That's what my brother doing in the community. Or whatever, man. But yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by, bro.
Oh, it was an honor, man. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. You keep doing what you're doing, man. And I'm talking about, man, we might not reach 99, but it take one, man.
That's it.
So with that being said, man, you all tune in to the Last Walk podcast. Your main man, AD Green, man. Make sure y'all continue to like, comment, subscribe, and tune in, man. Every Friday we're gonna be having some live, real raw cut. I'm talking about interviews, man. So pull up, man. Now, for real. Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Just growing up as a kid. You know, just being in the hood, Acres Home, 44, on Lucky Street, man. I'm talking about me and my little brother, we was just little kids walking up and down these streets, man. A whole lot has changed. As you see, man, they building more land and more houses. They're gentrifying it. So yeah, this was one of my My godmother's right here. I used to play at that house when I was little right there. And all the kids would hang out over here too. You know, flip and, you know, have fun, play football in the street, stuff like that. A whole lot has changed, man. Since I got out, came back to the hood, man, it ain't the same no more. Yeah. So yeah, this is Acres home, this is where it's at. So this house right here, when we get a little closer, I'm gonna take you in a little detour, right? So, this the Grants. So this land right here, this big yard, this was a house. This was 976. This was my house back then before I went to the penitentiary. And I'm talking about, man, we had so many good times out here, man. I'm talking about I used to keep all my cars, all my slabs, everything, man. But as you see, you know, people, man, we don't pay taxes or whatever, we lose our property, man. So yeah, they knocked it down. But in those last days, though, when I was fighting my case, this was where I was laying before the laws had tried to kick my door in and come find us. I had to like evacuate from over here with all my stuff, because I knew they was coming to try to get me or whatever. First I thought it was more so the streets, or, you know, because, you know, in the streets, man, we gonna keep it, you know, how we keep it. But then I find out now the laws is looking for you. So I had to lay low, man. But yeah, this was a big house, man. This was my house, duplex or whatever. Here you see other land. My aunt and them, she R.I.P., man. She passed away. But yeah, I just got memories, man. I'm just reflecting back and just thinking on those last moments and on those last days. Like, dang, they coming for me. So yeah, had to get everything, man. Get all the, get the clothes, little food, whatever we took. They even took my dogs, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. Had to go to the hotel and lay low. You know, I laugh at it now. But back then, man, it was for real, man. Jump out boys, they come and hunt you down, man. They don't play no game. So yeah, it's on the other end of Lucky and Mount right here.